The day that you came into this world is the most sacred part of your being. Not the month, not the year, not your zodiac sign, not your solar age number, not your destiny number, not your life path number, but the day that you were born on. That is the most intricate part of yourself. That represents your divine essence. That is the type of soul that you have. That is your energy type. That is your aura. That is you. And that will never change. Ever. No matter what incarnation that you go into. That never changes. That is the most truest aspect of you. And if you were born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd, this video is for you. Or if your life path number adds up to a 5, a 14, a 23, or a 32, or 41, this applies to you. All those numbers that I just listed out fall under the divine principle of 5. So if you were born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd, this number is your essence. This number is who you are internally, and that will never change. This is the number of your soul. But if 5 is your life path number, this number is going to influence you your whole entire life until you die in this particular incarnation. 5 is the number of freedom and passion. It is a fire number. Fire is the element behind 5. And 5 is the vibration of life itself. The word life vibrates to the number 5. 5 is the number of the Hierophant. And a Hierophant is a master of the 5 senses. They connect humanity with the divine. And why the word life vibrates to the number 5, and the reason why 5 is symbolic of life, is because life is nothing without the 5 senses. Your 5 senses is what helps you experience life. And 5 is a very, very tricky number to live under, because 5 is in between 1 and it's in between 9. 1 is the first fire number, and 9 is the last fire number. And then 5 is right in between both of those numbers. So 5 embodies the essence of 1, which is the creative force, and then 9, which is the love force. 5s are passionate about life itself. 5 is the number of the adventure. You guys love to be free. And life for you is a journey. It's an adventure. You guys love being outside of the house. You guys are extremely, extremely high on energy, and you guys run off of curiosity. You guys ask the most questions, and you guys have what you would call street smarts. All of your intelligence comes from what you can experience from your 5 senses. So you guys can educate people based off of a direct experience that you have. So you guys have the most interesting lives of all the numbers, and you guys live the most and get the most out of life from all the numbers, because you guys are very in tune with your 5 senses. But because this is the number of the 5 senses, which is the basic element of physical humanity, this number is very, very careless. You guys can be really, really impulsive. You guys don't make the best decisions because you guys are so excited about experiencing everything that's out there in the world. You guys love traveling, and you guys hate like being stagnant and held down. 5s don't like to sit still. They're hella energetic. They're like fiery Geminis. They're like Geminis mixed with Sagittariuses. You guys have a very low attention span. You guys have ADHD. And you guys have the energy to do whatever it is that you want. 5 is the number of a chameleon. You guys can adapt to any situation that exists. Any situation that exists. And you guys have the ability to become the wisest of all the numbers. 5 is the number of Malcolm X. 5 is the number of Dr. Umar. 5 is the number of Noble Drew Ali. 5 is the number of Denzel Washington. And 5 is the number of Credo Mutwa, who was the highest ranking spiritual shaman in the world. This is a number that loves freedom, and this is a number that doesn't like to be tied down by anything. So you guys don't really have you guys aren't really the best partners for relationships, because you guys are always constantly chasing new experiences. So you guys need to find a partner that's okay with adapting to new situations, because you guys love a change in scenery. And you guys are not really the most sensitive people out there. You guys hurt a lot of people's feelings because you just not really think, you're not just not really emotional creatures. You guys are courageous. You guys are very confrontational. 5 is a very social number. You guys are very public. And it's also a fame number. A lot of famous people fall under the number 5. And you guys are the life of the party. What you guys have to control and learn in this lifetime is, for one, control your 5 physical senses. Because what makes the Hierophant a Hierophant is that a Hierophant has mastered their 5 senses. So they're not bound by their 5 senses. A lot of younger 5s, and even older 5s, because it's a really hard number to live under, are controlled by their 5 senses. They don't control their 5 senses. Their 5 senses control them. So they're very, very irrational. And you guys can be very, very indulgent because you guys just chase excitement. So you have to get that under control. A lot of y'all are really, really wild when you're younger in life. And 5s are the most hardest kids to control. Like, those babies are really, really hard to control because they're getting into everything. 5s are the people that have done it all and have seen it all. That's why they're so wise in their older years, because they've done everything that there is to do. This number can also be very, very self-destructive because you guys get into anything. Your curiosity gets you into a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. And you guys love freedom. You don't like people telling you what to do. You don't like to be disciplined, which is something that is very important that you need to learn. And you guys don't like being tied down to anything. And you guys don't like consistently doing the same thing over and over again. The main lesson that you guys need to learn is to find that freedom within yourself. You guys love to be free. You guys love freedom. You don't like anything that ties you down. You don't want a relationship tying you down. You don't want school tying you down. You don't want anything that's going to slow you down from doing whatever it is that you want. What you guys need to realize is that true freedom comes from within. And once you find that freedom within yourself, you can be anywhere and be happy. Yes, it's okay to travel the world and explore, but don't look for your fulfillment in the world. You need to find fulfillment within yourself first. Because if you guys go around trying to find fulfillment in from life, you guys will travel the whole entire world for your whole entire life, looking for that sense of fulfillment and for that sense of freedom. And you guys will waste your whole entire life looking for excitement and fulfillment outside of you, and you will never ever find it. And because the world is so vast and complex, and there's so much of the world to explore, you can spend your whole entire lifetime doing this, and you will miss out on the bigger picture. What you guys need to find out is that life is in you. You are life. You are life itself. Life isn't outside of you. Life is in you, and it's all around you. And once you connect with that life within yourself, you can connect with all life around you, and you'll be able to see the life in anything. Happiness is not out there in the world. The external happiness is temporary, and it eventually is going to go away, and it's going to leave you disappointed. So then you guys are going to just chase the next situation or chase the next high or excitement from life. Don't do that. Anytime you guys feel disappointed, or you don't feel fulfilled, or you feel bored, you guys can stir up a lot of drama if you can't go anywhere. Or if you can go somewhere, you just can keep chasing new experiences and new sceneries, trying to find that fulfillment that you need to find within. So you guys the most, I would advise to meditate every single day, twice a day for 30 minutes, so that you can detach from the rest of the world. Once you guys learn to detach from your 5 senses, that is when true freedom is attained, because now you're free from everything that is binding you to this planet. And once you detach from your 5 physical senses, you will then be free from this world. And once you're free from your 5 senses, you will finally be at peace. And you won't need to just travel the whole entire world and change up your friends and break up with these people and cut family members off and do all this crazy shit to find fulfillment and excitement from life. You don't need to do any of that shit. So once you find that freedom within yourself, you can then show others on how to find that freedom within themselves. And once you find that heaven within, everything that comes out of you will be heaven as well.